COVID-19 has severely disrupted our working lives, with 80% of workers now reporting poor mental health due to working at home. Strict laws have been passed to encourage emotional intelligence, a key factor of remote work success. Joining us here today on our show is Daniel Goleman, a best-selling author on emotional intelligence. So Daniel, can you give me your understanding of the topic?
Thank you for having me. Well, emotional intelligence is the ability to manage your emotions positively, empathize with others, and diffuse conflict. How did I come across these ideas?
All right, team, I hope you all enjoyed the weekend. Let's get started. Could I remind everyone to have their camera turned on?
I'd rather not.
Daniel, could you turn your camera on?
Great, thank you.
And that takes us to the final quarter of the year.
Daniel, I had a question about the numbers on the previous slide. I wasn't sure about...
How hard is it, for goodness sake? Just figure it out for yourself.
There's no need to act like that.
What did I do wrong?
Okay, let's just take a 5-minute break. All right, let's get back to work.
Daniel is still sharing screen.
Daniel, could you stop sharing your screen?
This is a waste of time. I'm out.
My name is Detective Salivate, and this is my colleague Detective Mayer. We've acquired intel suggesting you've been emotionally unintelligent working from home. In other words, you've broken the law.
I don't understand what I did wrong.
This is you in a Zoom call 2 days ago. You start with your webcam turned off, and when you finally turn it on, you appear to be in your pajamas. This shows poor social skills. Your self-regulation is terrible. When your colleague asks you a simple question, you acted aggressively, knowing fully well they were new to the company.
Moving on to your poor self-awareness. When you replied to the new colleague, you came across clearly angry but did not realise this.
There are 3 clear violations of the OBHRM and Emotional Intelligence Act. We still have more intel coming in, but for now, you'll be detained for 48 hours before the trial. You'd be very wise to reflect on what you've done. And to help with that, we have the Gibbs reflective cycle.
Looking back on what the detectives have said, I displayed poor social skills, poor self-regulation, and poor self-awareness. I didn't care about others at the time. Now I feel so guilty and ashamed. I need to pause and think about how my actions and emotions affect others. Lockdown only added to my emotional stress, which impacted my behaviour at work. To regain the trust of my remote colleagues and build healthy relationships, I will need to better my emotional intelligence.
The Queen versus Daniel Goleman trial is now in session.
Your Honour, I've never met a man who has so brazenly broken all 5 sections of the OBHRM, Emotional Intelligence Act. On the 1st of November, Daniel was on a remote team meeting. In addition to the 3 pieces of evidence already showed by the EQ Crime Squad, Daniel showed poor signs of motivation, watching unrelated videos when asked to share a screen. Worst of all, Daniel disregarded the law of empathy, treating a new employee terribly. I call the witness to the stand.
This was my first meeting, and I was really nervous. He destroyed my confidence and made me feel really undervalued.
Daniel, what do you have to say for yourself?
Your Honour, I've developed an action plan to fix these problems. Paying attention to my own body language and the non-verbal cues of others will help to improve my social skills. In addition to this, I will turn my camera on and turn my phone off during meetings. My emotions were often volatile. To address this, I'll practice better self-distancing, removing myself from emotional situations so that I can look at them objectively. Journaling has helped me become more self-aware. Feedback from my colleagues in the Gibbs reflective cycle has helped me develop this remote working action plan. Being alone in lockdown has been really hard. To stay motivated, I've signed up to a goal-setting workshop, and I've designed a reward recognition plan to help employees like me stay motivated in the future. Travis, I hope that you can forgive me. To start, I'll add everyone to a team WhatsApp group chat to ensure that everybody feels included.
Daniel, I'm happy to hear that you clearly understand all 5 aspects of emotional intelligence. I hereby declare you not guilty.
Being emotionally intelligent is not about avoiding prison, but about managing your negative emotions and building collaborative working environments. From all of us here at EQ News, good night.